Hello, everybody. Hello, YouTube. Hello, art history enthusiasts and visual culture aficionados. It's me again, Miss M, and I'm back with yet another video. And guess what time it is? It's time to shine. So yeah, we're doing it. It's Sunday night. I got some time. Let's do it. I spent like I said, I always say that I'm busy, and I guess I always am. There's always some shit to do. Went to the store today. Again. Didn't get anything fun. It was just like, meal prep stuff. But the other day I got my Cafe Vienna. And I finally mixed some up tonight. Hot water. 2 rounded tablespoons. Yes, tablespoons. In 12 ounces of hot water. And it's not the best coffee I've ever had in my life. Not by any stretch of the imagination. No. But I I guess it's not bad. I guess it's not the worst coffee I've ever had. So, there's that. I can already think of ways where I can kind of dress it up. Or maybe I should have used more. Maybe my tablespoons weren't rounded enough. It's kind of like weak. It doesn't have enough body for me. But then again, like I like pretty strong coffee. I like really assertive coffee. But that's just me. I like my espressos. I like my Turkish coffee. I like that kind of thing. Cafe Vienna is okay for beginners. Now I remember. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like I said, I'll try to put more in it, and I'll try to put more rounded. Make my tablespoons more heaping and rounded next time for some extra flavor. But yeah, it's time to shine, you guys. It's time to shine. My IG is still acting up. It pisses me off. I can post on my phone, but I can't post on my laptop. Does that make any sense to you? These people need to get their shit together. But yeah, let me do my church announcements and then get going. New viewers, thank you for being new. Returning viewers, thank you for returning. Subscribers, all 365 of you wonderful people, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it so much. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you know anybody who might enjoy this nonsense. Okay. So that's it. That's my church announcements. Also, wanted to let you know, I put up a couple of posts right just a couple seconds ago. See, it says 0 seconds ago. Put up a couple of posts, more tracks for the art history playlist. Track number 10, Manushao Lagrima de Oro. One of my favorite songs. I love it so much. And this one, I have a thing for Mike Patton. What can I say? Art history playlist, track 11, Mr. Bungle, Desert Search for Techno Alo. Since we're talking so much about religion, why not? Why not? And this one, Lagrima de Oro. Oh, I mean, could this song be used like... if you were like doing the score or whatever for a Kubrick movie or a Lynch movie, like what songs would you choose? Like I'm thinking Lagrima de Oro would go great for like the Gold Room in in the Overlook Hotel. Hey, I don't know, you guys let me know what you think. I think it would go really, really good in the Gold Room. Or even like, the party in the beginning of Eyes Wide Shut. Well, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think, but I'm just playing around with this. And oh yeah, please check this one out. David Lynch on Coffee Breaks. He just throws that cappuccino back like the interviewer says, like it's water. And that's my kind of person. I love coffee. Oh yes, and hell has officially frozen over. It sure has. Apparently the Hollywood sign that's got snow on it. Where I live near water, okay? No snow over here on the beach. No, I wish. That would be awesome. That would be beautiful. I really wish we could have some snow. Oh, and I think I told you about this one in the last video. I found this on Saatchi. Whoever did this did a really great job. They just got his, um, aura in this picture, and those eyes, and his perfect freaking hair. I mean, that amazing, just amazing. So, um, you guys, yeah, it's time to shine. I'm gonna get right into it, and also, just in case we need it, script slug. Excuse me, let me enunciate and pronunciate. Script slug. Script slug for The Shining. I've got it open over here. Post-production script. This is what I'm using. This is what they have at this marvelous website, Script Slug. No, they're not paying me. No, I wish. That would be awesome. When am I going to become like one of those influencers where like they pay me to say the name of a brand? Wouldn't that be awesome? Unfortunately, I definitely don't have that kind of situation going on, but that would be marvelous. Let me just like cue it up, just in case we need it. Just in case we need it. There's not a lot of dialogue in these 3 minutes that I'm going to show to you today. I'm doing minutes 33 through 36. Okay, so we're getting along. We're getting there. Okay, we still the Ullman. No. Where are we? Doctor? No. Wendy, shall we go to no. Oh, come on. I should have done this before I switched the thing on. I'm sorry. But you know me. You should by now if you've been riding with me since February 2022. That's the birth date of my channel. That's when I start. Well, it says, what does it say in my thing here? Hold it. October. Oh, Lord. Okay, so I joined, but I didn't start making videos until February, like early February 2022. I joined on October 27th, 2018. So, like, you guys let me know. Is my channel a Scorpio or an Aquarius? Because I started making videos, like, for real, started making videos in, like, February 3rd or 4th of last year. But you guys tell me. I want to know what sign my channel is. I'm not telling you my sign, but I bet you can guess. Because I'm kind of talkative, ain't I? Halloran, okay. Dried milk, no. Oh, so they do have dried milk. 60 boxes. Black molasses. Oh, I'm so happy I found this. 30 12-pound bags of sugar. Post Toasties, cornflakes, sugar puffs. That's the brand of cereal that Danny was supposed to be eating when I showed you that script in one of my rum break videos. That's interesting. Oh, I need to go over this. This is the storeroom. He calls it the storeroom. I call it the dry goods room. Okay. In here, Mrs. Torrance, is where we keep all the dry goods and the canned goods. We got canned fruits and vegetables, canned fish and meats, hot and cold cereals, Post Toasties, cornflakes, sugar puffs, Rice Krispies, oatmeal, Wheatina, and cream of wheat. We got a dozen jugs of black molasses. We got 60 boxes of dried milk, 30 12-pound bags of sugar. And then he does the thought transfer. Oh, that's what they call it. Sociables, finger rolls, and 7 kinds of what have you. Now we got dried peaches, dried apricots, dried raisins, and dried prunes. You know, Mrs. Torrance, you gotta keep regular if you want to be happy. Oh, I love that part. I love the way. Is this significant, though? What do you think, you guys? All these cereals, like, that's a lot of cereal. Post Toasties, cornflakes, sugar puffs, Rice Krispies, oatmeal, which is, I guess it's a cereal, Wheatina and cream of wheat, which I need to put on my shopping list because I'm gonna do something with cream of wheat this week. Never mind. I don't know that. Like what? I don't know which one of you said it, but like the contents of the storeroom or the dry goods room. That's befitting a state-run institution or like a summer camp. Basically prison food. Come on, let's be real here. Or like cafeteria food. I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, let me cue it up to this part. Tony. Okay, does he tell you things? It's like you go to sleep. Okay. Where are we? Maybe he showed me something. Try to think what it was. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Okay, this is where we are. Okay, this is where we are in the movie. So, all right, let me just get my shit together and then we will get to it. I've got, holy moly. Let me see how many slides I have for you today. It's a lot. 160. 160. And when you see like what we're doing today, you'll kind of understand why I needed to take that many screenshots. So I'm going to be back in 1 second. Okay, everybody. All right. Let me get into it. So here we are. There it is. This is the first slide of 160 for minutes 33 through 36 of The Shining. And this is the conversation that they're engaged in, is this conversation right here. Like where he's trying to ask Danny, has Tony ever told you anything about this place, about the Overlook Hotel? And Danny says, I don't know. And Halloran says, now think real hard, Doc, think. And Danny says, maybe he showed me something. Halloran, try to think what it was. And this is the point. It's part of this slide set. Mr. Halloran, are you scared of this place? And then Halloran's reaction to being asked if he's scared of the Overlook Hotel. And now, again, this is like the first... let me see here. The first 46 of my 160 slides are just, again, Halloran and Danny back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, here we are. Look at, like, this is this critical part of the script where he asks him if he's scared of the Overlook Hotel. And the answer that Halloran gives, no, I'm not scared of nothing here. I think they misprinted this. It's just that, some places are like people. Some shine and some don't. I guess you could say the Overlook Hotel here has something about it that's like shining. And then Danny asks, is there something bad here? And then Halloran, he gives this kind of weird answer, if you ask me. And some of you commented on it in the comments to, I don't know which video. Was it this one? I think it was 11, yeah. He says, well, Doc, when something happens, it can leave a trace of itself behind. Say, like if someone burns toast. Well, maybe things that happen leave other kinds of traces behind. Not things that anyone can notice, but things that people who shine can see. Just like they can see things that haven't happened yet, well, sometimes they can see things that happened a long time ago. I think a lot of things happen right here in this particular hotel over the years, and not all of them was good. Danny asks, what about room 237? Halloran, room 237? Danny, you're scared of room 237, ain't you? Halloran, no, I ain't. Okay, so this part, like burnt toast, and somebody, I wish I could remember who it is right now, and I don't have time to look it up. But one of you said, like, that's kind of a weird thing to say. Like, what kind of trace does burnt toast leave behind? Well, it leaves a smell. Like, when you really, really burn toast, it leaves a smell. That smell doesn't last forever. You you open the window and in an hour or so it'll be gone. But like, when you burn toast, or when you burn like popcorn, maybe you're making popcorn, whether it's the microwave or whether you're doing it the old-fashioned way in a pot with a lid and whatever. And if you burn that popcorn, oh yeah, it's going to stink. It's going to stink. And I mean, that smell is going to last maybe longer than a couple of hours. And one of you, again, I wish I could remember who. If it's you, like, say something. Leave it in the comments. You said the doctor woman who was examining Danny, she was asking him, before he passed out, did he remember smelling anything funny or or this is the part that you made me remember this. Do you remember smelling anything funny or any flashes of light? Okay? That's what she asked him, the doctor woman. Flashes of light, the shining. That's what we need to be aware of. Light is extremely important in this movie. It's called The Shining, for goodness sake. So we need to keep an eye out. We need to be really kind of like focused on the way that Stanley uses light in this movie. And yeah, flashes of light and smelling something funny, like smelling something burning. Yeah, I think those are symptoms of epilepsy. So is Danny an epileptic, an undiagnosed epileptic? I just don't know. But like when I said Halloran's head is shiny, I wasn't making fun of him. No. I mean, I think they did this on purpose for the movie. I think they did this on purpose for the movie. Look at him. Look at that shiny bald head. I mean, maybe scalps produce oil. Like that's maybe what it is. But Stanley, I believe, is definitely using that to his advantage here. And now, when you're looking at Halloran talking to Danny, and there's quite a few of these slides of him talking to Danny. And behind him, in the upper left-hand corner, I don't know what this thing is. Is it a bulletin board? Is it it's probably not art there in the kitchen. But again, red, white, and blue colors to sort of emphasize Halloran's clothes. And Wendy's clothes. And Danny's clothes. Like all three of those characters are wearing those colors, at least somewhat. I mean, I think even Stuart Ullman, I'm not sure, but during the interview, he's wearing red, white, and blue. Like, what the hell? What in the world is going on? And now again, I call blue Wendy's color in this movie. It's for some reason, she starts off wearing that blue smock in the movie, and then later we see her again with a blue smock. And then at the end of the movie, or like in the most exciting part of the movie, she's wearing that blue bathrobe. Like, come on, that's her color. And the whole staff wing of the hotel, all the walls and the carpeting in the hallways are like some shade of blue. Come on now. Come on. And you're going to see her wear blue again in this slide presentation. So get ready for that. But yeah, this is Halloran talking to Danny, and he looks very serious. He looks very invested in what he's saying, what he's trying to communicate to Danny. And I know this seems pretty boring, pretty boring. But like, just look at the animated facial expressions. Like these. He opens his eyes really wide, where it is here. And again, look at the bloodshot eyes. Again, to me, that indicates a lack of sleep, insomnia of some, or stress, or something like that. And here's Danny listening to him. Again, to me, he also looks sleep deprived. A 5-year-old should not have bags under their eyes and redness under their eyes under no circumstances. Now, I know it's hard to see, but in this shot, his hand is in front of the chalice. Here's Halloran again. I think this is the point where Danny asks him about room 237. And, are you afraid of room 237? Because his face just kind of drops after Danny asks him that question. And he says, Danny, I don't know if Danny's being disrespectful when he says, you're afraid of room 237, ain't you? Is he being disrespectful? Is he taunting Halloran? I don't know. I just don't know. And I think he says, no, I ain't. I'm not scared in these slides. And then Danny, he looks like a little old man. He's just like, he seems a little too, I don't know, grown up, the way he's talking to Halloran here. Like, what's in room 237? I think this is This is the part. Yeah, he asks him, where is it? What about room 237? No, I ain't. Mr. Halloran, what's in room 237? And this is the part where Halloran says, nothing. There ain't nothing in room 237, and you ain't got no business going in there anyway. So stay out. Do you hear me? Stay out. This is the part. And yeah, that's the last, like, frame of him saying stay out, stay out, stay out. And then camera goes back to Danny. Okay. All right, Danny looks like he's thinking about some stuff. Okay. So again, this exchange between Danny and Halloran, like, what use is this exchange? Do we learn what The Shining is? Do we learn? We don't like really learn anything here, in my opinion. If you're just a casual viewer of this movie, you're not questioning whether or not Halloran really does have psychic abilities or telepathic abilities. You're like, yeah, Halloran's a psychic, Danny's psychic, and they're having like a little psychic chat together over some ice cream. To me, something about this exchange just isn't making sense. Just for I don't know what reason. I wish I was smarter. Unfortunately, I'm not as smart as I would like to be. I guess I'm not alone in that, But I wish I was a lot smarter than I am. And I wish I could figure out, like, why and how this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. The conversation they're having doesn't make sense. Halloran is talking to Danny this way. Like, if this conversation is happening in the real, in the world of this movie, if this conversation really is taking place, if it's not yet another Fig Newton of Wendy's imagination, like, what purpose does it serve? Why would Halloran tell all of this to Danny, and tell him to stay out of room 237, but not why? Like, not tell him what's in there, or whatever, and to explain The Shining to him, and explain, like, what's up with the Overlook Hotel, because it shines. Yeah, I guess the Overlook Hotel shines. I've been going over this movie once again. I had a little free time last night. I was doing the slides for this, and then I looked through the movie. To me, it seems like there's levels to this movie. It's like, it's like a layer cake. Or like, because I'm such an avid grocery shopper and I'm such an avid cook and baker, like, 7-layer dip, like, refried beans, avocado, sour cream, shredded cheese, like, whatever, delicious. But it's like each layer of, like, that dip, or each layer of, like, a really interesting layer cake, there's something different going on in each layer, different flavors, different textures, different whatever, but it works together so beautifully. But I think that Stanley, maybe he was doing some kind of experiment in this movie. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, does he I'm not sure whether or not he does this in all of his other movies. I know he does it in The Shining, and I know he does it in Full Metal Jacket, and I know he does it in Eyes Wide Shut. And what is it that I'm referring to? He moves stuff around. I think he does the layer cake narrative, where maybe, I don't know. I mean, maybe this movie is, maybe the story is being told from, like, 2 or 3, or maybe even more, different perspectives from, like, 2 or 3 different characters. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. Like I said, I wish I was smarter. But anyway, that's the end of Halloran and Danny's little powwow in the kitchen. And a month later, I was talking with Tankard, and I think I confirmed from the script. Ullman himself said that their season lasts from May 1st to the last day, closing day, October 30th. So, like, October 30th is the last opening day of the hotel, and that's when they finish packing up everything and leave, and the caretaker, like, stays there all winter. Okay. So that last day is October 30th. So a month later would be November 30th. So poor little Danny, Tankard, like you were talking about, poor little Danny skipped over. He didn't get to celebrate Halloween, Thanksgiving. I don't know if they do celebrate Thanksgiving. We don't see it. But they've been here a month. So somehow, if for a month everything's been hunky-dory. Okay? Everything's been hunky-dory for about 30 days, let's say. 30 days? 31 days? I don't know how many days there are between October 30th and November 30th. Is it 30 or 31? I don't care. But, okay, so we're still in the autumn. It's not winter yet. It's not winter yet. It's late November, so it's still fall. Okay, so a month later. So yeah, it looks like they skipped right over Halloween and Thanksgiving. Okay. Everything's copacetic. Everything's hunky-dory. Let's go. Here we are. And another thing I wanted to say. We see the aerial shot of this hotel. And I was talking at Anno Domini again on Twitter. This is... Okay, I'm back. What I was saying, when I was talking with Anno, and I was mentioning this car, the Torrance's Volkswagen Beetle. Okay, there it is. It's parked, presumably in front of the hotel. There's a problem with this. It doesn't match what we saw when Ullman was, the front of this hotel. It does not match what we were seeing when Ullman was giving them a tour of the hotel, when they were walking past the maze, and then they turned right and they walked past the front of the hotel. None of this looks like any of that. None of it, except maybe these windows over here. That's like the only similarity. And again, where do they put this car? Because when the snow comes in and everything gets covered in snow, like, does the car get covered in snow too? Like, why would they do that? Why would they just leave their car out in front of the hotel and let it get buried in tons and tons of snow? Like, wouldn't they put it in the garage? And by the way, where is the garage? Where is the garage where they keep the snowcat? And you know what I'm going to say. Where's the goddamn maze? Where is it? I see here, like, this looks like if you step over this edge, like, you'll fall down here, or drive your car over. I mean, have these people never heard of a railing? Like, okay, but like, where do they keep the snowcat? Where's the garage? Is it over here? It doesn't look like it. So is this the front of the hotel or the back of the hotel? We saw the aerial shot in the beginning of the movie, and they hovered, like, quite high up, and you can see, like, a lot of the back. I didn't see any maze. I also didn't see any tennis courts. There was that woman in the lobby when Jack got there for his interview, a woman and a man, and she's dressed for tennis, and they're carrying tennis courts. It's like, okay, where are they going? I haven't seen a tennis court anywhere, or a swimming pool, or a spa, or anything that you would see, like, at a resort or a hotel, or anything like that. Like, no recreational, nothing. But my main question is, why does this not match what I remember from the front of the hotel when they're walking past it, or when Wendy and Danny are playing in front of it in the snow, or anything like that? It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. And this is why I paused. And this, to talk about the car, like where do they put it for the whole winter? It's obviously it's been there for about a month, right? Remember, a month later. Okay, cool. Um, and where's the road? How do you get from like this front part, to like wherever the road is? Like, where's the road? Where's the road? You know? Also, this is the part where Tankard, where you said in this shot, this is where you can hear the loon again. All right, which is interesting. You said the loons like shouldn't be active at this time of the year, November, right? In Colorado, it's getting cold. You can tell that it's cold. They've got a fireplace going. I, I have so many questions. None of those questions really have answers. And, and I did 3 screenshots of this just so you can see, like, the smoke coming out of the chimney over here. Like, what part of the hotel is it? Is this the Colorado Lounge? Like, what's going on? Anyway, and then we go. Those are the questions that I have about this facade of the hotel. Like, how does this conform to anything? Is this the entrance? Is this up here the entrance? Do you have to climb stairs? It just doesn't make sense. Something is telling me that Stanley is, kind of like what I was talking about in this video, The Haunting. The house itself is a character, okay? And this house, building, yeah, the hotel, it doesn't match anything. It seemingly changes shape and size, and the area around it keeps morphing from, first it doesn't have a maze, and then it does, and then it doesn't, and then it does. Like, make up your mind. And why does it just doesn't make sense? It just doesn't make sense at all. And I think that's the point. The building itself doesn't make sense. The camera walk that we were taken on during the tour of the hotel for the Torrances, that is just to establish, like I said, a foundation. Like, this is what the hotel is supposed to look like, without Wendy's potential hallucinations, or whoever. It might be Jack. He might be the one who's hallucinating. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but something ain't right. It just isn't making sense at all. At all. In any way, shape, or form. So yeah. But there's also additional emphasis that the hotel mimics the shape of the mountaintop behind it. So there's that. Okay, so now we're going to move into the interesting part of the video. Here it is. So after a month living there, we don't find out what happens in that month. We don't. We just, I guess, are expected to assume everything's been going okay in that month that they've been living there. And then after a month, this is kind of when the trouble starts, right? I don't know. And here she is wheeling this cart, presumably again from the kitchen. I suppose she came from this doorway over here behind the curtain. The curtains are made of gold. Okay, and she's wearing blue again. What did I tell you? She's wearing blue again. There's the curtains. My God, there's a radiator. Again, is this Lynchian again? These curtains, just like the ones on the stage where the lady in the radiator tap dances. I don't know. And there's a mirror. And opposite the mirror are these old photos. Okay. And here she is again. Like, I tracked this pretty closely. Like I said, 160 slides. So check out the chandelier. The chandelier's lit. All right. Here she is again, passing in front of 2 closed glass double doors. Okay. And then this sconce over here, not lit. But the chandelier, yes, lit. This chandelier too. And I didn't catch it, but like as she passes this wall over here, you're going to see her reflection in this mirror. So this is interesting. So there's this door here. Okay, on either side of the door, there's these old photos. There's the radiators. There's a red couch in the center. More old photos above the red couch, and these candle sconces that are not turned on. Okay. And then mirror and mirror on each side, and ashtray on each side. You see here, each mirror has an ashtray underneath it. Okay. Here she is, approaching the open door here. Okay, she's wheeling his breakfast to him. Now this hallway, she's got the lights on. I guess it's because there are no windows in this hallway. And is that the rule? If there's natural light coming in, then no lights on? I don't know. And then here's the radiator again, another radiator. Lots of radiators all over the place in the Overlook Hotel. Interesting, no? Here now she's crossing over from the hallway into the lobby, and we still see that gold room poster or whatever on the easel. Okay, why is it there? Why don't they put it away for the winter? Like, Anyway, here's this natural light streaming in. Okay, and like I said, the chandeliers are not lit in this lobby where there's windows and natural light coming in. So she's wheeling, and you can see how she's dressed. She's got this plaid blue and white robe on. I guess she's wearing slippers, or I don't know if I tried to catch a good look at them, but it's not easy. I'm wondering whether or not these are slippers, or are they like those Ugg boots that she wears towards the end of the movie. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, look at all this shininess. Look at the floor is reflecting light. This is important. This is important. And she's walking across the lobby. Again, none of the lights are on in here. I will mention something about the lighting later on. I don't know if I'll even mention it in this video or leave it towards like the end. Maybe you can pick up on it. Maybe you've seen it already. Also, hold on. What I want to mention is this scale model of the alleged maze. They moved it. Before the family moved in, if I'm not mistaken, there's like, okay, so there's this one window, two window, and a third window over there concealed by this column. Okay. The Overlook Hotel maze scale model, it was in front of this third window before, like when Jack was doing his interview. And I also believe on closing day when the family arrived, when he's sitting, where is he sitting? Oh shit. Now I can't remember. Hold on, let me go back. Is he sitting? Okay. He's not sitting on this couch to eat that sandwich and read his Playgirl. I think maybe he's sitting here. Yeah? Hold on, let me go back another one. Yeah, might be. Might be. Yeah, I think this is where he's sitting when he's eating the sandwich. There's a sandwich, there's coffee cups, there's a can of Coca-Cola. And the can of Coca-Cola is not near Jack. So Jack is sitting in this chair when he's eating his sandwich and reading his magazine. And he's eating his sandwich. There's some plates, and the Coca-Cola is closer to this empty chair where you, I guess, just presume that Wendy had been sitting and eating her sandwich, if that's what she also had. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's keep going. So they moved this. This model of the maze was over here, not over here. Don't know. Don't know what to think. And she's walking across this, and you can see this over here. This is the TV. Okay, in front of the first window. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. This is the first window over here, and the TV is in front of it. Interesting. And she's walking across the area, the reception area in the lobby. This is where Halloran is gonna be, I don't know what to call it, sacrificed, murdered. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. And she's walking towards, again, we don't see her, like, get to her destination, wherever she's going here. There's an elevator behind this potted plant. Maybe she's going to use that elevator to get to, their apartment in the staff wing. And is it just my imagination, or does her head seem to be turned towards the scale model of this maze? What do you guys think? Let me show you again. She's walking. Okay, she's walking and she's looking straight in front of her at this point, and then she's walking some more and walking some more, and it seems like, oh, her hair's in a ponytail, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, she looks to her right. What is she looking at? Is she looking at this? I don't know. You tell me. Yeah, she looks and then she looks back to in front of her. All right, and then this staircase, this mysterious ass staircase over here, like, you can see light. It's not very strong light, but there is light coming from wherever in this. Why? That's what I want to know. Why? Anyway, she's walking across here, right? And then we go to Danny. All right, and like I said, she's wearing blue. I don't think these are the Ugg boots. I tried to get a good. They're the wrong color. I think these are gray, and the Ugg boots are like that tan or suede, like, cafe au lait color. I don't know. But here it is, Danny. This is his first shot of him making his rounds on his big wheel. Okay, so the sound of this scene is kind of interesting. You just hear this whirring of the wheels of his tricycle as he cycles through the hotel. This part of it, anyway. Now, what part? This is not the kitchen. No, but this is a staff area. This is, I guess, where they keep the coffee cups and whatever. And he rides through here, and look at these lights. I think these are fluorescent lights hanging from the ceiling. This is interesting. I haven't watched 2001: A Space Odyssey, you guys, but something tells me, I've seen clips of it. Something tells me that these lights, these tube lights or fluorescent lights or whatever you want to call them, hanging from the ceiling, that might be reminiscent of something in 2001. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. So he's making his way, and there we have this double door, staff only. Is this the entrance to the kitchen? I don't know. I just don't know. But here we go, right? And these are, I guess, coffee or hot water or whatever tanks over here. And then he's riding his tricycle. There's a staircase. I don't know what that staircase is for, but it's there. Air vents. Interesting. What are those air vents for? I have no idea. He's getting closer to the door. There we go. Another bulletin board, like, okay. These are the stairs that lead to who knows where. I don't know. He's making his rounds, yeah. And then there's, what are these, like vending machines? What kind of vending machines? Like cigarette, coffee, candy bars? I have no idea. A water cooler. Okay. More like coffee and tea stuff over here. A phone. Cardboard boxes of I don't know what. Another exit sign. Like where? Where does this exit lead? So many doors with exit signs above them. Like where do those lead? No clue. Also, I want to draw your attention to, okay, it's not there, but here, hold on, where is it? These doors, okay, as he approaches, these doors, like where do these doors lead? Because on the other side of this wall, on this left side, on the other side of this wall is the Colorado Lounge. Okay. So are these doors, like these double doors that he's riding past, are they to access the Colorado Lounge? I don't know. But he just passed through this door, and now these candles are lit. And, these candle sconces, they're lit. More old pictures, like these old pictures are everywhere. He turns left. He rides through this, behind area of the Colorado Lounge. This is where this is the elevator that Ullman and Jack and Wendy and Watson step out of during the tour. This is the camera walk poster over here. Riding. He doesn't turn in through this central entrance. No. There's three. Like the central one is the largest one, but there's two side ones over here. There's this one, and then we don't see it because of the angle, but there's two on each side of the central one. And he gets to here. Okay, says camera walk. Right, there's a pool table, 4 pool sticks, and again this kind of weird staircase that looks very similar to the one in the lobby that leads to I don't know where. I have no idea. These potted plants, they're probably fake because they never seem to go dry. Then he takes his left turn. Okay. And forever and ever, I always wondered, like, why this part of the movie? Like, why did Stanley concentrate on Danny riding his tricycle around the hotel? And there's a sort of emphasis on this. On the sound of, how this sounds as he's riding along on the floor, and then this parquet floor, and then it's muffled by the carpet, and then the floor, and then the carpet, and then the floor, and then the carpet. Okay. Again, these lights are on, even though we've got daylight coming through these windows. All right, and then all of these cabinets in the Colorado Lounge, like, what are those? Are those just to keep books? Can guests at the hotel just open up the cabinet and pick a book to read or whatever? I don't know. I just don't know. But okay, and he rides through here, and I've always wondered about this piano too. Like, it's just there. It's just there. And he's riding. And again, in my recent scrutiny of this movie, I've been concentrating a lot on the Colorado Lounge. The Colorado Lounge is where, like, all the shit goes down. The climax of the movie is here, where she climbs up these stairs backwards as he's pursuing her, and in a menacing way, and she clocks him on the head with the Louisville Slugger baseball bat. And this is where he in the beginning, a little bit after this scene, he talks to her all crazy and mean in this room. This is where he does his writing. This is where Jack does his writing. This is an important room. This is an important room. I would say even more important than the gold room, in my opinion. It might be even more important than the gold room. It might be even more important than room 237. I don't know. I just don't know. But like I said, I've been wondering, like, why concentrate on Danny riding around on his tricycle. And also notice the shininess of these floors. Again, this movie's called The Shining. Every time you see something shining, take notice. All right, the floors are shining. They're beautifully polished floors. Like, can I get some of these people to come to my house and do my floors? Like, wow. This is a nice clean hotel. Nothing ever gathers dust. Like, wow. Okay, so I always wondered, why did he concentrate so much on this? Because Danny's short. Okay, Danny's like 4 or 5 years old, so that's a short little kid. And when he sits down on this tricycle, he's even shorter. Okay, so we're seeing the hotel from this perspective. We get to see it from a very small person's perspective. And from this perspective, you notice shit that you don't notice at the average grown-up's height, whether you're female and you're like about 5'6", like that's my height, or if you're a man and you're like 5'10", 6 feet tall, 6'2", whatever. There are things that you miss as a grown-up at a grown-up's height that a smaller person or a child doesn't miss. Like, remember when you were a little kid? I'll just keep going with his little journey through here, right? Remember when you were a little kid and you noticed all this little stuff? You noticed stuff about the legs of tables, or like when you were a little kid and your parents had a dinner party, like you would just get right up under the table. And nobody said anything about it. Nobody thought it was weird because you were a little kid. You were what, like 4 years old, about Danny's age here. And I would get down under the table when I was a little girl, and I would just like look at everybody's shoes, you know? And these are the things that children notice that grown-ups don't. I don't know why. And then this is why we're doing this. This is why Stanley's doing this. At this height and at this perspective, you can notice things that a grown-up maybe wouldn't notice. Or, a grown person wouldn't notice. He's here, he keeps going. Right, again, I'm really interested in these cabinets. They seem to be stacked full of books, right? And there he's riding, hit something, he's caught his attention to the right. I don't know what that might be. Maybe Stanley, when the character's head turns, kind of like I was saying, I think Wendy's head turned to her right, over to the model of the maze, and then Danny's head is turning over here. Like, what are we supposed to be noticing? Like, that Danny's noticing? Is he just looking at these stairs where the showdown is going to happen later in the movie? Is he looking at the piano? Is he looking at the potted plant? I don't know. I'll tell you later what I think it is. Right? And he's still kind of, his head is turned to the left a little bit. He's riding around, First of all, this is disrespectful, if you ask me. I mean, this, the Torrances, right? Jack is the one they hired, but both of them, Jack and Wendy, letting their kid just ride around the hotel like this, I don't know if I would allow this. Or I don't know if my parents would have ever allowed this. Like, because you could damage the floor like this, and they're there to take care of the hotel, not to destroy it. And they just let their kid just do whatever. Here's the area on the other side of the Colorado Lounge. He just turned left once again, right? And again, another carpet, a fireplace, lots of fireplaces in this hotel. I think the only fireplace we ever see lit is the one in the Colorado Lounge, if I'm not mistaken. There's, again, these sconces. It's lit. And then there's these two bird pictures. I think they're bird pictures. Is it a loon? I'm not sure. But he's riding. Again, notice the shine on the floor, like as he passes over it. Oop, yeah, there it goes. Anything that shines in this movie requires our attention. Okay, that's where I'm at right now. Okay, so he's going around the other side of the Colorado Lounge, making another left. So all left turns here. Okay, back to where he was, where we started. Okay, there's this door again. These doors on this side, and I think the other one over there, also lead to the Colorado Lounge. Is this just easy access for waiters carrying coffee or drinks or whatever around the hotel? I don't know. But here he is again, and this floor, again, things you don't notice if you're a tall person. This floor, the color of this floor. So we've got the green up here, and then we've got this, like, I guess grayish color down here, and then this, what is the color? Somebody called it burnt orange or something. I don't know what to call it. Is it burnt orange or is it red? Y'all tell me. Let me know. And is this cabinet where, is this where Danny hides near the last part of the movie? I'm not sure, but Here we go. Yeah, we were just here. We just saw this. So he just goes around and around and around this. I mean, we presume he goes around and around and around this staff area, Colorado Lounge, in a loop, which, to you and me, that might be very boring, but maybe to a 4 or 5-year-old on their tricycle, that might be very interesting. Also, one thing I just thought of right now, but please bear in mind, again, if you're new here, thank you for being new, but I don't prepare for these videos. All right? There's no notes, there's no outline, there's no script. I prepare my slides, my screenshots, and I get to talking. All right? So I notice what I notice as I'm going over these slides with you. And when I'm doing the slides, when I'm like making the screenshots and whatever, I don't have time to observe things. I just click, 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 do the screenshots and then put them in a PowerPoint presentation. And I don't really have much time to scrutinize them like I do here. So you're getting this like fresh from my brain right now. Now, back to this. This is very Wendy-esque. Okay, the color of the seat of this tricycle, this trapezoid shape here, that's Wendy's color. And then what is Danny wearing? He's wearing blue overalls. Okay, so again blue, denim, and then he's wearing this red sweater underneath the blue overalls. Well, isn't that very similar to what Wendy was wearing in the apartment in Boulder? I think it was Boulder, where, when they were having the peanut butter sandwiches and the doctor woman and the whole thing. So, like, what are we looking at? And they show us this, Stanley shows us this right after he shows us Wendy, where the hell is she? Right after he shows us Wendy wheeling the breakfast cart through the lobby. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, is this a parallel to Wendy? Danny rolling around in the Colorado Lounge and like staff coffee area is at the parallel to Wendy rolling around with her breakfast cart, with the food cart? I don't know. But anyway, so this is that. And then we get to the staff lounge, another exit sign. Okay. She comes in through here. She's got a cart. I don't think this is a cigarette machine. I think it's a coffee machine over here on the right. And then, like I said, this is the staff area. Blue walls. It's not really a carpet, but it's like a runner that goes up and down these hallways. It's also like a navy blue or a royal blue. I'm not sure. The doors and the moldings are beige. Okay. And it's kind of obvious that the staff area of the hotel, where the employees stay while they're working here, it's kind of obvious that this place has not been renovated or redecorated for a long, long, long time. Like, they just don't give a shit about the employees and whether or not their apartments or rooms or whatever are very fashionable. So that's one thing. Again, coffee. We keep seeing these coffee machines. Like, should we concentrate on coffee? Like, I concentrated on coffee once again, where is it? In the rum break, cocaine, lithium, methadone. What's up with the drinks in The Shining? I should have put like LSD to acid, because like Kool-Aid has to do with acid. So I don't know, I might change that title. But again, blue walls, blue, like I'll just call it a rug on the floor. And then in the distance, you see different wallpaper. Okay, so I assume that this is blue wallpaper. It might be blue paint, but I'm not sure. And in the distance in this hallway over here, the wallpaper, I know you can't see it now, but you just gotta have to trust me. And again, look at this light. Same as the light in the corridor down here. So this is the staff area lighting, and the public parts of the hotel lighting are very different, aren't they? And I'll elaborate at another time. But again, this blue wallpaper down here, not blue wallpaper, but white and blue with these like flowers, blue flowers on a white background. I know you can't see it yet, but under this blue and white plaid robe that Wendy is wearing, her pajamas are more or less exactly the same pattern as this wallpaper in the background here. Okay, you'll see it probably next time because I don't get to it this time because it's not in this 3-minute segment. But here she is wheeling the food to her king, Jack. Right. Also, what I want to say is the doorways in the staff area, again, are very reminiscent. The door frames. This one even looks like chipped, like they really don't care. Or is that a hinge? I don't know. But these door frames are very, very reminiscent of, again, Greek columns. I don't know, y'all. I just don't know. Okay. Here we go. When they were doing their tour of the hotel, like Ullman, Wendy, Jack, and Watson came from back. Oh no, Ullman, Wendy, and Jack. Yeah, Watson wasn't there with them when they on closing day when Ullman showed them their apartment. Ooh, I just realized that. I just realized that right now. Right now. Because I remember when I said, like, what's up with this chair in the hallway, and like I'll just say it, the two hoes came down these stairs. So we've got yet another floor up here. I think, I don't know. I think, I don't want to tell a lie, but I think this is the second floor. I'm not sure though. Again, this background here, another, the blue flower wallpaper in the background, another exit sign. But they came from back here when they were doing the tour. So why is she coming from over here? Ay, ay, ay. See why I have trouble here? Again, these doorways, the frames, very reminiscent of Greek columns. There's this funky chair and this funky end table, and then these weird tables that seem to be outside of every room. Like, are these tables or no, not tables? Are they chairs or tables? I can't tell. I just cannot tell. Like, why can't I tell? Because I'm not very quick-witted. Sorry. But there she is, and like, check out the food on here. So we got some orange juice, or maybe that's Tang. Lord. Then we got this plate with this dome on top of it. Is this silver? I would assume it's silver. If that's silver, like this, Jesus. Okay, silver tray, silver like cover for the plate. Wow, silver salt and pepper shakers, coffee cup. Where's her food? Is this just for him? And like, what is this over here? I know there's bacon and eggs under this dome, but like, what is this? Like sandwiches? Like, damn, Jack. Is this like, I don't know, it looks like tuna sandwiches to me, or like a club sandwich or something like that. I'm not sure. Okay, and anyway, we got the Tang. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that's Tang. Then we got the coffee cup. I know there's a coffee urn, like a small one here. Okay. Yeah, there it is. That's the coffee urn. I don't know what this is. Is this just toast? I don't know. Is this jam in this thing? I need to know what he's eating. Because like I told you, I want to do a food video. So whatever. So here she is. She comes to the door, like a dutiful, obedient wife. And she opens the door. Okay. And then and there's like a white cloth. Did you see this? Like, Jesus. Not a nice little white cloth covering the tray or the cart, this top layer of the cart. There's nothing down underneath there, I don't think. Yeah, yeah. I just need to make sure. Yeah, the bottom tiers of this cart are empty. Okay, so here she is opening the door, and what do we see next? Sleeping Beauty. Okay. Who sleeps like this? First of all, like, that's the first thing I noticed. Like, who sleeps with their arms crossed? And why is his head not on the pillow? Like, I just don't know. And again, he's wearing his color, green. He wore green for the interview. It was a green shirt and a green tie. And here he is sleeping in a green shirt. Okay. And, like, I guess he's asleep, you know? Again, sleeping with his arms crossed. That always struck me as odd. Okay, there he is sleeping. Now we're zooming out, right? Zooming out. Zooming out. Zooming out. Zooming out. Zooming out. Okay, and then as we zoom out, we realize we can see that this is a mirror. So we're seeing Jack sleeping in a mirror. What do y'all think that means? Is this like a parallel universe kind of thing going on? I don't know. I really don't know what to think. But here she's coming with the food. Okay. And, like, why didn't she just wheel the cart into the... I guess because those damn stairs. The entrance of their apartment has those stairs. I don't know why it looks ridiculous to me, but the whole hotel looks ridiculous to me. Anyway, behind her we see these double doors. I guess that's like a closet. Yeah. Okay. And then she's coming in, and again, it's only been an hour and 7 minutes. It usually takes me longer. Maybe because, like, so much of it was taken up by Halloran and Danny talking, and then Danny circling and circling and circling. Well, not, he does one turn. We see him do one turn on his tricycle. And then here she comes with the food. And this is her vanity. Okay, so this mirror and all this shit on here, this is all her beauty products. Like, when does she use them? Her face looks very plain and unmade up all the time. Like, what is... I've never seen her wear lipstick. I assume this is nail polish over here. I've never seen her wear nail polish. I don't know what this box is. This bag is probably like rollers. That's just what women do. We stuff all of our stuff in bags and, like, put it... Men, I apologize, but, like, that's what we do. We put our rollers, we put our... in a big Ziploc bag, and we put it under the sink in the bathroom, or, like, our hair removal stuff. Same thing. Like, that's what I do. That's what we do. And I guess Wendy is no different. So these are probably like hair rollers, shower caps, whatever. And she's carrying this food again. The bacon and eggs, the coffee cup, the tang, is the sandwiches or toast. Like, who knows? Maybe Jack just likes to eat. He wants bacon and eggs and sandwiches. Whatever. And then as she approaches, she says, "Good morning, hon." And there he is. Like, this lamp behind her is very important. Okay? Just letting you know that the lamp is very important. And behind this, there should be like a picture on this wall. I don't know if it's obscured by this lamp, or like if the lamp's there, then the picture isn't, and then when the picture isn't, the lamp isn't there. But yeah, Stanley's playing with us. He's messing with our minds. And here she comes. And she said, "Good morning, hon." And then there's this lamp here. Does that appear and disappear? I wouldn't be surprised. Why is this vanity not pushed all the way to the wall? Why did they put this thing in a corner where there's no room for it? Why is this apartment just completely schizophrenic, in my opinion? I don't know. And she's putting this tray down on, I guess, the seat of this vanity. And then he's waking up, right? She said, "Good morning, hon." And then he comes in, and I don't know if she says, like, "I brought your breakfast" or whatever. I'm not sure. Let me check out the script. Okay, and a month later, Wendy pushing trolley. Okay, she turns to camera. Danny sitting on tricycle. Okay. She pushes it forward along. Jack is asleep in bed, reflected in mirror. Camera tracks back. Wendy enters camera right, carrying tray. She walks forward. Camera tracks back with her. She puts tray down on table. There it is. This is like the last little bit. Okay, she says, "Good morning, hon. Your breakfast is ready." And then Jack asks her, "What time is it?" And she says, "It's about 11:30. Okay. So I'm on slide 147 with this one. Okay. There he is waking up. I want you to see him, the process of his waking up when she says, "Good morning, hun. Your breakfast is ready." Here he is, opening his eyes. And there she is, putting the thing down, right? What is she moving with her hand? Oh, no, nothing. I don't think. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, she took the lid off of the bacon and eggs. All right. Okay, there he is, unfolding his arms. Like, the reason I said something about those folded arms. Okay, there they are again. And why I'm so astounded that anybody would sleep that way. Because if it was me, my arms would fall asleep like this. Like, I'm already asleep, but my arms would fall asleep. And, like, they would go numb, and, like, it would probably scare the shit out of me when I wake up. Like, I don't know about you all. I don't know about you all. That just does not look comfortable to me. It looks awkward. It looks weird. But that's just me. That's just me in my opinion. Is there any significance in this? Like, is this a symbol in its own right? Is he using symbolism like arms folded? What does like that mean in body language? Arms folded. When you fold your arms, I think, don't quote me, you can look this up on your own. I think in body language, when somebody's arms are folded, that means they're not receptive to hearing like whatever it is that you're trying to say, or it's a guarded posture, like you're a self-protective posture, folding your arms in front of yourself. I don't know. What do y'all think? Let me know. Anyway, here she is again with the food. Yep. Taking the lid off. Here he is waking up. Okay. And stretches the arm out. She's putting the lid from the food on the vanity, which is gross. That's just me. I think that's gross. Like, she could have left it on the cart. And then here he is, like, waking up. And he doesn't just, like, sit up, which is interesting. He doesn't sit up. He doesn't try to get out of bed. He just stays on his side. I guess that's his left side. But it looks like his right side because we're seeing him in a mirror. Okay, she opens up the thing. She gets the coffee urn. She pours some coffee into his coffee cup, the same kind of coffee cup that we saw him drinking out of in Ullman's office during the interview. Okay, and then she's pouring his coffee, and we're almost done. This is almost the end of the line for these slides. Okay, and he doesn't get up. He doesn't sit up. He basically stays in this position the whole time. And this is the last slide, okay? Throughout the whole breakfast, next time when you see the breakfast conversation, in part, lucky number 13 next time. This is number 12. This is part 12. He stays on his side. I don't know how he manages to eat like that. Oh my goodness. But in this part, he's asking her what time it is. And I noticed something that, again, you guys might think I'm insane. Let me go back to the script. Here she is. Good morning, hun. Your breakfast is ready. Then Jack asks her, what time is it? And then Wendy answers, it's about 11:30. And then Jack says, 11:30? Jesus. And Wendy says, I guess we've been... I don't think that's in the next video. This part where Wendy says, I guess we've been staying up too late. And Jack says, I know it. What time is it? It's about 11:30. Okay, you guys, you're going to think I'm insane. If you don't already. That's interesting. I don't see a watch on Wendy's wrist. But okay, so I guess she knows about what time it is. 11:30. And he says, Jesus. 11:30. Jesus. That's exactly the 36-minute mark on my copy of the movie. Okay, remember what I did with, hold up, this video. I'm going to get back to Kill Bill shortly. Remember the man from Okinawa, Hattori Hanzo, and I say, there you can see the number 4 in Kill Bill, like all over the place. It's hidden, but it's there. And I said, I said the clock in Hattori's sushi shop, it says 1:21. I think that was the time, 1:21 on the clock. And I said, well, 1 + 2 + 1 = 4. And that's yet another example of the number 4 being repeated in Kill Bill. Well, where was I? Here. What time is it? It's about 11:30. 11:30? Jesus! Exclamation point. Okay. This is about where he says that word, Jesus. Right? And I said, oh, Stanley. Could it be? Could it be that Stanley is messing with us again? 11:30. Jesus. Okay. 11. 1. 11:30. 1 + 1 + 3 = 5. Okay. And I think the reason he says Jesus after 11:30, 1 + 1 + 3 = 5, on Jesus's body, there were 5 stigmata marks. Okay? 1 in each wrist or hand, however you want to think about that. 1 in each foot or ankle, whatever. And the gash in his side, where they poked him to make sure he was dead. 5 stigmata marks on Jesus Christ's body. And he says, 11:30, Jesus. Is Stanley doing a number on us again? Literally a number. 11:30 or 5. Is Jack the sacrifice? Remember, you guys? When we were talking about in this video, when we were talking about the Maxwell House coffee and the Haggadah and the connection to Passover and Seder, the Passover Seder, and the sacrificial lamb. And I said, in Christianity, Jesus is the Lamb of God. Is that what we're looking at here? And I mean, is it Sanka in this little urn, or is it like Maxwell House drip coffee? Okay, cool. If it's Maxwell House, which probably is, because that's like all I saw in the dry goods room. Like, okay. Again, the connection to the idea of sacrifice, Passover, Seder, the lamb's blood, the sacrificial lamb, Jesus, Abraham and Isaac. However you look at it, somebody has to go, right? Is that Jack? Is that Jack? 11:30, Jesus. So he wakes up at 11:30. Okay. All right. And again, she's feeding him coffee, Maxwell House coffee, I assume. Probably not Sanka. Like, oof. This orange juice, I just assume that it's Tang. Bacon and eggs. All right. Bacon and eggs. Eggs happen to be like, we're now in Lent. Like, Lent started on Ash Wednesday. When the hell was that? Like February 6th? Was it February? No, February 22nd is when Ash Wednesday was. And I saw the most ridiculous thing. Like, Joe Biden, he's Catholic, right? He's not just Catholic, but like very Catholic. He got his ashes on Ash Wednesday, and some fool reported that he had a bruise in the middle of his forehead. I said, "Are you serious?" I couldn't believe it. Like, I'm like, listen, I don't expect everybody to know like anything about religions. I just don't assume a person's knowledge about this, that, or the other religion, because I know I don't want people assuming my knowledge about anything, because I'm knowledgeable about some things, but very, very ignorant about others, and that's just the way it is. But like, not the day after, not the day before, but like on Ash Wednesday, they saw the ashes on his forehead, and they said, what happened to Joe? Did he hit his head? Did somebody hurt him? Why is there the bruise? Oh my goodness, no. I'm sorry, I just can't. But yeah, the stuff that he's eating, eggs, definitely are related to Easter. I mean, they're not part of the story. They're not part of the story of Jesus's death and resurrection, but like they're definitely, part of every Easter celebration I can think of. Coloring eggs, hiding eggs. Okay. The orange juice. Is it just the yellow color or like the golden color of the orange juice? I don't know. Bacon. Gonna have to think about that one. Hmm. I mean, like Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday, or the celebration leading up to Lent. In a lot of cultures, it does involve a lot of pork because it's called Fat Tuesday, and the fat, I think, of the fat part of Fat Tuesday usually is in reference to pork products or just fried food in general. I don't know. You guys let me know. But again, she's wearing this robe. You will see in the next episode like what her pajamas look underneath there. Just like the wallpaper, you guys. Just like the wallpaper. And why are we seeing Jack in the mirror? Why is he saying the word Jesus after she tells him what time it is, 11:30? Why is he wearing green? So like I said, blue is Wendy's color, and we keep seeing that over and over again. Green is Jack's color. So when we see Jack in not his colors, which are green and I think also brown, like what's going on? What's going on? I have questions upon questions upon questions that I don't really have answers to, but I'm working on it. Like I said, I'm going to be concentrating from this point onward. Every time you see that Colorado lounge, concentrate, focus. Stanley did a number on us all. Okay? I don't know why he did it, but I know how he did it. And I'll let you know. Next time we see the Colorado lounge, I don't know if I should make this promise, because I don't know if I can keep it, but yuck. Maybe like yeah, the first scene in the Colorado Lounge after this one is, I think, the scene where he's very mean to her and tells her to get the fuck on out of there. Um, we shall see. That's the scene. I'll tell you about that. That's when I'll tell you when we get to that scene. I don't think it's going to be number 13, maybe number 14, but we'll get there. So, you guys, this is all I got for today. I mean, there's not much, is there, in these 3 minutes? But you know, one kind of complaint about this movie is like how slow paced it is until, like, shit starts really popping off. The second part of the movie wouldn't make much sense without this first part of the movie. That's my thing. That's my opinion. If we didn't have all of this, yeah, like, the second part of the movie would be difficult to understand. If we just started with, like, the exciting part of the movie, it wouldn't make much sense. Also, I think, like, Stanley Kubrick was supposed to be like this really good chess player. I think he's setting up the chessboard. I really do. He's setting up the chessboard. He's preparing the playing field. That's what I think's going on. You guys let me know. I'm kind of all talked out. I'm doing this on a Sunday night. I gotta wake up early tomorrow for work, and, my week awaits me. But you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and thank you once again for being here, for listening, for watching. I appreciate it so much. I'll reiterate the church announcements. Returning viewers, thank you for returning. New viewers, thank you for being new. Subscribers, thank you for subscribing. And please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. I've been getting some interesting comments lately. Y'all have a lot to say. I think I'm going to have to address them in a viewer mail. My goodness. And I did the haunting. Maybe next week I'll do, like, I don't know, something. I'll do an old movie. How about that? I'm still working on Eyes Wide Shut. Maybe I'll do a Kill Bill installment. I really need to get through that, like, House of the Blue Leaves thing so I can get on into Volume 2. I don't know if I'll do another rum break or coffee break or just passing by. I have no idea. None whatsoever. But I know I appreciate you guys and all of your support. I might do, like, finish up this Emma Bunker thing. We shall see. Or maybe find some more scandalous art world nonsense news. Or, I don't know. I've got so many ideas and so many videos that I want to do. But no time. No time. So, that's that. Again, check out my community page. I put this stuff for your benefit and your enjoyment. Okay, I'll let you know if I see any snow on the freeway tomorrow. But oh yeah, and I told you I tried the Cafe Vienna, and I tried the blueberry and peach smoothie. Blueberry and peach smoothie, very good, very, very, very good. But that's it for now, you guys. I will go ahead and sign off. So, once again, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Can't wait for the comments on this one. I don't know if I said very much in this one, but that's where you all come in, and you all let me know what I missed, which is always fun. So, until next time, you all, until I find yet another reason to talk at you, I will go ahead and bid you bye-bye. So, bye-bye, everybody.